Hello and a very warm welcome on this sunniest of late spring days to our live coverage as the RAF and the Army go head-to-head in the men's inter-service T20 cricket opener for 2025. Glorious blue skies at the home of Hampshire Cricket. The nursery ground at Utility Bowl looking much like a postcard scene, as it has done for a lot of the past while in very settled weather indeed. Shorthouse moves in once more. Oh, and reverse swept beautifully there for the first boundary of the day. And lovely stuff from Wiseman. Gets his boundary count up and running. Well, he's seen the general line so far from Shorthouse. And trying to tighten things up once again after that boundary. Oh, and he reverses again, but that's gone straight up in the air, and it'll be a catch. The first wicket of the day to fall. And just tried one time too many, Graham Wiseman. And Shorthouse just plugging away with that line. And the RAF get that early wicket. Well, it's great, and that ball's just gone straight up. And a fairly regulation catch there. Second wicket of the day goes. Sporus wasn't looking comfortable in his short stay at the crease. And chipping it to extra cover. And just getting it a bit ahead of the ball. Ball just stopping a little on that wicket. James, that's a lovely flick off his legs, James. And it goes over that boundary rope. And a release of a little bit of pressure there. And slog sweep out towards the boundary. It's found its way over. It's another four, a timely four for the Army. Oh, and fairly hefty strike. And, well, a fantastic effort there on the boundary. A one-handed effort, parried into the air and over the rope. Umpire signalling 6. Well, another wicket for the Royal Air Force. That's going to peg the Army back even further. Liam Fletcher it is, walking back towards the pavilion. That lonely walk.
Yeah, that's a big blow.
When you're a bowler and you're trying to hone in on that line and length, you've got batsmen of different statures as well, different styles, accessing different areas of the outfield. That's a lovely shot again, and that'll go over the boundary rope once more. Oh, and that's been smoked by James just over the head of the man at long on, Tom Shorthouse there. And another 6 for the British Army. This
could be the difference between keeping them to an under par score and stopping the game getting away from the Army.
A lovely shot there. Reverse paddle from Cowdell. Fuller in once more. Oh, and James connecting with that one, but only as far as Ross Diver. Another wicket for the Royal Air Force, caught by the man on the boundary. And he got some air, but not quite enough to go over the man. Shorthouse coming back into the attack.
Bat ball and fielding. Whilst that wasn't a great ball and a good shot from the Army number 5, you know, Tom has been unbelievable for us, and the statistics show that. Obviously, 4 years as captain, where you know his leadership really developed over those 4 years.
Hollingsworth again, and opening the face. That's a beautiful shot, and it hits the fence on the way as well. It's lovely from Boynton, just opening his shoulders, opening the face. Oh, and that's a
big hit.
A lusty blow from Boynton. Another 6 for the Army skipper. John Hook back into the attack. And it's fairly wide, cut away, but only to point, and an opportunity here for a run out, which should be fairly straightforward. And a complete mix-up by the Army batsman in the middle. Taken advantage of by the bowler himself, whipping off those bails. And we mentioned wickets at regular intervals. There goes another one for the Army. It's Cowdell. That ball's fairly short from Hawke and easily pulled around the corner. And up the bank it goes. And Ryan, the new batsman on strike, to Hawke. Oh, and going for a big shot there. And fielder running in to try and make it. That'd be a beautiful diving catch, but not quite in the end. And Ryan scampers back.
That would have been a really tough catch, because of course it did go high, and that would have been right in the sun.
Oh, nicked and heading towards the sight screen. Well, they all count for the Army. Not as he would have intended, Narayan, but nevertheless, finds the edge and finds the rope. That's short this time, and oh, that's nice. And a good angle to be found there.
Yeah,
and another boundary.
Too soon there. That was a bit too short, wasn't it?
Oh, a little quicker this time, and it looks like a stumping.
This is
a successful stumping, a wonderful bit of work there from Sutcliffe. Fantastic bowling from Jack Fuller. Well, we've been mentioning his variations in line and length as well as pace, and it paid off there. Oh, and a fantastic strike by the St. Lucian man. Brilliant stuff there. New to the crease. Doesn't bother him. Hunting for sixes in the final stages of this Army innings. Wonderful. And using that brain to its full potential. And Boynton bowled as the Army innings comes very close to an end. He'll be disappointed with that. Just advancing a little, Boynton. Losing his shape there. The ball going through and rattling those stumps. Yeah, very useful all-rounder as well, Ross Dearden.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's second on the list of Army caps now. So he's been after Jay, and so he's been around and a real kind of key figure for the Army in the past kind of decade.
Shorthouse into him now, and that ball just goes straight up. And Sutcliffe going back. Fairly easy catch for him. Another wicket goes down. First bowler for Dearden.
Yep, you could see his tactic was straight into whack mode and mishit that one straight up in the air.
Coming out with a feeling that he had no other option really, Ross Dearden. And Army, as they've been under pressure throughout this innings so far, well, telling once again. That's good from Shorthouse once again, not really giving Benson any room. And that ball coming through to Sutcliffe, and will he get there in time? I think he's... the innings has come to an end anyway. Fantastic stuff from the Royal Air Force. Really tight bowling display. Oh, a lovely straight strike there. And a one bounce 4. Lovely from Sam Murby. Patwari coming back in. On flick, that's a beautiful shot from Shorthouse. A trademark shot from him, former RAF skipper. And races away to the boundary. That is a glorious lofted extra cover drive. Fantastic 6 from Tom Shorthouse. Another shot we've become accustomed to seeing him play. Oh, that ball is just skewed off the outside edge. And it's a wicket for the British Army.
That was a really unintelligent cricket shot. That was just a hack.
That was a
an
bit of a
awful
smear.
hack.
Yeah.
Hacked by Murby and rather across the line too. And just sat up nicely for Boynton. Oh, and that ball's just flicked over. Fine leg and gone for 4.
You would think that Jay will be on fairly shortly against Shorthouse. They played a lot with each other and against each other.
Smashed through extra cover there from Shorthouse. It's an absolute beauty off the bat. And 4 runs once more for the RAF man. Oh, it's lovely again from Shorthouse. That's just fantastic batting. Just opening the face a little there, finding the gap. Enjoying another Shorthouse boundary. As with any inter-service captain, but just looking very focused. Chatting to him the last couple of days, and a man on a mission really. Ball a bit loose there, and finding its way to the boundary. Wide ball past the keeper and past the efforts of Denzel James. Oh, beautifully picked up by Hansford. Gorgeous pull shot there. There's a man timing it beautifully. Very short from Boynton and getting the treatment there. That ball's been hammered away to deep mid-wicket.
I might have just put the commentator's curse on him.
That was a rank long hop, and that was horrible.
Characteristic little flick from Shorthouse. And lovely half-century from the man himself, raising his bat to warm applause at the pavilion. His teammates and those who've come to watch.
The RAF are just milking it now. They're in such a position now. They need 50 to win in 7 overs, 8 overs. It's really a walk.
Oh, and that's just absolutely hammered into the main ground at Utilita. Picked up And given plenty of air well over that fencing and in towards the seats in the main stadium.
The other big factor now is, obviously, if the Army do go on to lose this.
Ooh,
That is
out.
solid strike, and good effort there in the deep. But another 6 for Tom Shorthouse.
Yeah, I think a change of pace is always good. You know, don't want to get too settled against the spinners. You know, there's an inside edge there just to prove the point.
Ball almost finding its way through, but inside edge goes for 4. Streaky boundary, but a 4 is a 4 nonetheless. Oh, and that's a huge hit over deep mid-wicket from Luke Hansford.
And that is in the golf course.
4.
Of a very different kind. Yeah, something we're used to seeing from him. Those powerful levers.
That's the long side as well, and that's over the fence and into the golf course. That's a huge hit.
Looks like another boundary coming right now.
That is
And an area he's become very familiar with today. Silence is deafening, and as you say, just Army heads down. Players looking at the ground. That ball's chipped, and well, it's a 4 once more over the head of Ross Dearden. And look for a split second as if he might go for that with one hand. As we wait for the final. Oh, and that's stumping to finish Hansford's innings personally.
That was
just a couple to win. And well, they may only need 2, but going to have to do it with another partner for Tom Shorthouse. Benson in. And what a way to finish it. The skipper himself, Adam Fisher. Beautiful slog sweep towards deep mid-wicket, and the fence between the nursery ground and the golf course hammered once more by an RAF batsman. This time Adam Fisher. What a fitting way to finish this match. They get their tournament off to a flyer, the Royal Air Force, as they look ahead to taking on the Royal Navy at Lords in that final match on Thursday. The Army also looking ahead to their match with the Navy, looking to pick themselves up after this defeat. And it's been a thoroughly impressive one from the Light Blues.
Yeah, great effort from all the boys. Superb to knock it off with 2 wickets. Tom Shorthouse and Luke Hansford were brilliant there. Really good.
You're here celebrating your 50th cap today. That's quite an innings for yourself for the Light Blues.
Yeah, 16 years trolling all around the country. It's been a long old slog, but yeah, it's been brilliant.
What made the difference? I would say that the Army didn't put enough on the board really to begin with. So you were quite confident going into your innings that you could knock that off within the 20 overs.
Yeah, I think they just lacked a bit of impetus in their first 6 really, and I thought we managed the game really well. Ran 2s out to the boundary really well as well. Played risk-free cricket.
Yeah, I mean, lads just pulled together really well. Great first innings from the bowlers, made it really hard for him in the power play, and then just Shorty batted so well, made it so easy for me to come in and just bat with him. Took it away from the Army in about 15 overs. It was really good.
Was there a sort of concerted effort, to limit the Army? Because it did look like, they've got some big hitters in that side, and you limited them to 142. It's pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had good plans. I think that's probably the main thing. I think we bowled pretty much exactly how we wanted to, and they, to a certain extent, allowed us to do it. Whether we got that right or they got that wrong, I don't really know. But it was a really good effort from the bowlers. Fielded really well, no errors whatsoever. So, top effort from the boys.
Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.